Hello and welcome to the Greater Louisville Association of Realtors social media webinar brought to you by Vimark. In this webinar, I'll be showing you how to create a group and suggest it, promote yourself and start a discussion using your new group, and include links to other social media accounts like LinkedIn and Twitter. First, let's start off by going to facebook.com and logging in. First, we're going to start off by going over here in the left-hand corner. And as you can see on the screen, there's a button called Groups, and we're going to click that. And this takes us to the Groups portion. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to click Create a Group, and this is where you'll actually create your group. So first of all, we're going to fill out all the information, and I'm just going to start by calling this group, maybe we'll call it Louisville Realtors. Alright, and we will leave it global and available to all of Facebook. Description, a great place to get the lowdown on homes. You're going to select a category. In this situation, it's going to be business and real estate. Recent news. I'm going to put starting my own great Facebook group. What could be better than that? And then we will put our personal information in there for our business, our website, which is http:// and for us it's going to be www.vimark.com and 11840 Commonwealth Drive in Louisville, Kentucky. And we will create our group. Okay, so we've officially created our first group. Now we need to customize the settings. Basically, there are several different bits and pieces here that give people permission to do things like post to your wall and have communication with you. In this particular situation, I would pretty much keep everything default. So this is for promoting yourself. And as you use the group, you want to prevent yourself from being confined. So go ahead and set it up default. And then that way, if you do find later on down the road that you need a little more control over it, you can always come back to this and change it. So we'll hit save and continue and publish. Alright, the nice thing about it is it automatically takes you to the process of adding people to it. So you can go through your list of friends and begin to add people that you know. I'm going to grab a couple of Vimarkians here. I've got Brittany, Jason Lee, and then once you've selected people that you would like to have added to this list, you can then also supply email addresses, and then you want to add a personal message. And I think it's just really important here to take a little time to put something special in here so that people understand what it is you're doing. So I would take a moment here to say something along the lines of, come and learn about our new homes in the Louisville area. And then that way people know why it is you're contacting them. I would suggest at this point to kind of stop and look at everything. Take a quick look here. You've got your wall. It functions just like the wall on your main page. Your info that tells you about the group. You have a discussions tab, and this is where you can actually communicate with your clients. Photos, where you could upload potential pictures of homes. Video, if you wanted to do a walkthrough of the homes that you're selling, you could do that. And events. So if you're having an actual showing, you could go here and create events. So now we're going to talk a little bit about promoting yourself. We just real briefly went over all of the different buttons, but we're going to go a little more in depth about getting this page out there for people to see. One, you obviously want to invite as many people as you know and who would appreciate this. Two, probably the best thing to do is to start off by clicking on the wall tab here and produce a message. Start by saying you've got a home for sale, or welcome to my group. Do something that's a little inviting and get people started. And you do that by clicking on one of these guys here. You can do a status update, questions, you can upload a photo from here, provide a link to another website, or upload a video. Let's start a discussion. We're going to click on the discussion tab, and we're going to create a new topic. And then what I would do in the post is I would provide some information about something that people can kind of talk about. So if there was a really amazing house for sale in the area, discuss that. Other things that you can talk about are home improvement, where's the best place to find a plumber, things of that information. And so I'll just briefly put, wow, did you see how amazing that house was? Okay. And then we're going to post our topic. And so now that we've got that posted, what's great about this is when we go back and we look at our discussion board, it's also on our wall. You'll see that a lot of the communications that you do through these posts will also show up here on your wall. So it's probably recommended that you stay to the right of the info tab and use those items. It will actually promote itself a little bit better that way. But under the discussions tab, you'll see that we have a topic post, and people can go in here and they can reply to that topic. You can say, yeah, I saw that house, and reply. And this creates a dialogue between you and your potential clients. Finally, I'm going to show you real quickly how you could email any of your members, any and all of your members. So we can go in here, create a subject, and then put something in your body there, and then hit send. And that's all there is to it. That in and of itself will actually send a message out to all the members of your group in a single motion. So you want to be careful to use that very liberally. Try not to use it too much. You want to communicate with your clients roughly via email about once a month maximum. And then all of your other communication should be done through the page itself. So you would go back to your group's page and then discuss, put photos up, video, and events, and that's how you would communicate with your group members frequently. Finally, we're going to talk about how you can link other pages to your Facebook page, such as your Twitter and your LinkedIn. There's one of two ways to do this. Really, the easiest way is there's an application on Facebook for LinkedIn that allows you to view your profile from your page, and I think that's probably the best way to handle it. What you want to do is you want to go to facebook.com and then type in apps right after that, and that will actually take you to a directory of applications that you can add to your Facebook page. And the reason I wanted you to see this real briefly was just so that you have the opportunity to familiarize yourself a little bit with the fact that Facebook does have applications, and these applications do a lot of things. Next thing you want to do is you want to search for LinkedIn, all one word, and you will find several different applications. I already have one chosen for us, and so I'm going to go ahead and give you the URL for that, and that's facebook.com/apps. And then the rest of this is kind of complicated, so I'll just kind of display it on the screen for you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the application itself, and we're going to allow this application. And then the easiest way to do this is to actually go to LinkedIn and then log in with your username and password. Click on View Profile. And then this link right here, Public Profile, you want to copy that and paste it right here and save. And then once you've done that, that now adds LinkedIn to your Facebook profile. And I would go ahead and put the addition of Add Profile tab in there as well. And then that way it's really easy to find. So as you can see, it shows up as a tab here. And so I can actually view my profile completely from here. And what's nice about that is LinkedIn is designed a little bit more for business, while Facebook is designed a little bit more for pleasure. And you can manage your LinkedIn profile and it will update here on your Facebook page, so you can kind of separate the two from one another. There's also a Facebook app for Twitter, really easy to get to. It's http://apps.facebook.com/Twitter. If you'd like to download that one, it's also available. And then finally, there is one last way to do all this. For any other networks that you would like to include on your Facebook profile, you have two additional options. The first option is to search for the network that you would like to add and follow the supplied instructions. A lot of times these networks have these applications available so that you can do that. Be sure that any networks you add this way are in fact the actual network, and you want to be careful that it's not somebody posed as that network, and that you intended to add it to your Facebook profile. The second option is just simply to supply the URL in your profile. So if you go back to your profile and you edit your profile, there are several places in here in which if you wish to add those sorts of things, you can do it under bio. Let's see here, contact information, yes. And so there's a website there. So under contact information, you can supply http://www.twitter, and if you know it, your Twitter profile name. And that's all there is to it. And so I want to thank you guys for hanging in there. That was our third webinar to kind of bring you guys up to speed on Facebook and how to use it. And I really, truly hope that this was a really good experience for everybody. If you guys liked it, please feel free to email us. Let us know. We are definitely considering continuing to do this. So if it worked out really well, we'd like to hear from you. Be sure to visit Vimark.com. And if you have any questions, email us at digital@vimark.com. And hope to hear from you soon. Bye.